Now we will discuss about the vector line integral. Now in our previous notation we have already defined our line integral in this way, that integration gamma f ds, f dot ds actually. So here now we will need this above vector line integral of f vector over the gamma. We divide this gamma into n sub arcs by the points with parameters. SA is actually in this way we can draw in this way, that this is my curve, this is the portion SA, this is the portion SB, and in the earlier already we have done in the Riemann integration that partition. So like the partition, how in this way you can take like this, like the partition. So SA equals to, you can consider S0. Next I can take another point, that is S1, another point S2, S3. In this way you can take several points and Sn should be equals to Sb. So we are just trying to divide my curve gamma. You know that gamma is a particular portion of the curve from the SA to SB. Now what we have done, we have taken the n number of equal sub arcs from the point SA to SB. Now let us denote the arc length of the arc SR minus 1 to SR by the delta SR. Already we have done in the Riemann integration this kind of thing, that over there we used to take the subintervals like that, and we mention the length of the subintervals by delta R. Here in the same manner we are considering a particular subinterval here, say it is SR minus 1 SR, and the length of this particular subinterval is delta SR. And let us choose xi r such that SR minus 1 less than equal xi r less than equal SR. That means particular point which is xi r lies in between this interval. That's why SR minus 1 less than equal xi r less than equal SR. Now we know from the vector sum, that Sn equals to summation r equals to 1 to n f xi r delta SR. So in this way, because here we are trying to find out the integration of the function along the curve, here we can do in the same way, that is integration, that is the finite sum of this function f of xi r. That means f of xi r is a functional value, and delta SR, that is the length of the arc. If this limit n tends to infinity Sn exists, and if this limit is independent of the mode of subdivision and choice of xi r, what is the meaning of this thing? I have to at first show that limit n tends to infinity Sn will be exist, and the limit is independent of the mode of subdivision. That means here I have taken the subdivision, here I have taken a particular subdivision, and that is SR minus 1 to SR. So if you will take another subdivision like S1, S2, or anyone can take any other subdivision like S3 to S4, if they will take in this way, that the same thing will be coming for that also. So then if this limit is independent of the mode of subdivision, mode of choosing the subdivision and the choice of xi r, that means you can take xi r in any manner, like xi r, whatever I have taken xi r, you have to take the same xi r. That is not necessary, you can take another point inside the interval as well. So if these two things will happen, then the limit is called the vector integral of f over the gamma, and it is denoted by integration over the gamma f ds. Now we define the vector line integral f over gamma in this way, that is integration gamma f cross dr. So whenever we have taken the cross product, that is giving you the vector line integral, and before that we have taken the dot, that is a line integral only, and it is the vector line integral. So f cross dr, so in this way we can write f cross dr ds, and dr ds, as you know, it is a unit tangent vector, so f cross t we can write. So the vector line integral formula will become in this way, integration gamma f cross t ds. So by an example we can easily understand this thing. So we are considering a function f cos t I cap plus sin t j cap plus e to the power t k cap, and let gamma be the circle x equals to rho cos t, y equals to rho sin t, z equals to 0. Here I, j, k are the three unit along the three axes. To find, you have to find out the value of this, that is integration gamma over the gamma f cross t ds. That is the vector line integral for the function f over the circle, over the, actually this is the curve is now circle here, so that's why over the circle. Now for the circle we can write t equals to s by rho. Why we can write in this way? Because as you know that s equals to a theta. S is the arc length of a particular arc length of a circle, and that can be written easily a theta. A is the radius of the circle, theta is the vector angle between the two radius. Here theta equals to t. As you know, here theta equals to t. Why? Because x equals to rho cos t, y equals to rho sin t, and z equals to 0. So if you do x square plus y square here, then you will get x square plus y square and then add them. So x square plus y square will give you rho square cos square t plus sin square t. So therefore cos square t plus sin square t will become 1, and x square plus y square equals to rho square you are getting. So you are getting nothing but a circle, and z is 0. So if you do the z square and if you add, then it will be a sphere. Yeah, so here in this way we can so therefore radius of the sphere will be rho, and therefore here theta equals to t, and this a will be rho here. That's why we can write s equals to a theta. A means rho, theta means t. So t equals to s by rho. We can easily write this one. So now r vector we can write in this way: x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. X means what? Rho cos t. We know already. It is given in the question. Y equals to rho sin t, and z is 0. So it will be not there. So r vector we are getting this one and this one. So t vector equals to unit tangent vector dr ds. I wanted to tell you that here, since the contribution of z equals to 0, that's why it will be a particular circle only on the xy plane. Okay. So and the z axis should be perpendicular to that. So therefore it will be not a sphere, it will be a circle, since z will be 0. Now t vector equals to unit tangent vector, and as you know that expression of t vector is dr ds. So we can easily, from this r vector we can write, from the r vector rho, we know that rho is okay. So now if I do dr ds here, if I do dr ds, then I have to do the differentiation of the right hand side with respect to ds, with respect to s, sorry. So now rho is here cos s by rho, the derivative of this, minus sin s by rho, and the derivative of this is 1 by rho. So 1 by rho I cap plus rho sin derivative is cos s by rho, and s by rho derivative is 1 by rho, and here. So this is the dr ds. So I can write dr ds equals to this one, and dr ds is nothing but t vector. So this is my t vector now, unit tangent vector. Now I can write in terms of t here. So therefore here I got s by rho, so that is t. Rho cancel out, here rho cancel out, s by rho is again t. So minus sin t I cap plus cos t j cap. Therefore the vector line integral is this one, vector line integral formula. Already you have known that thing. So 0 to 2 pi. Why 0 to 2 pi? Because here gamma is the whole thing. Gamma is the total curve, and that is a circle. Here gamma is not a portion of a circle. Here gamma is given that gamma is a particular circle only. Be a circle. So therefore I have to find out the whole thing. So therefore 0 to 2 pi. T will be vary from 0 to 2 pi. So 0 to 2 pi cos I cap, this is my f, cos t I cap plus sin t j cap plus e to the power t k cap cross t vector ds. Now as you know that s equals to t rho, already we have done a t equals to s by rho, so s equals to t rho. So ds will be rho dt. So ds will be rho dt. That is equals to, so in the place of ds, I can put now rho dt, because I have to do the integration in terms of t. Function is in terms of t. Function is a actually capital F. This is given a function of t. So rho cos t I cap sin t j cap e to the power t k cap cross minus sin t I cap plus cos t j cap. Already I have got, that is my t vector, and t vector is here, so the value of t vector is minus sin t I cap plus cos t j cap. So I can put, and rho dt, already in the place of ds, rho dt I have put that value. Now cross product, you know that how to find out the cross product. I cap j cap k cap cos t sin t e to the power t, the components are here. Here the components are minus sin t, cos t, and the k component is 0. So after doing the cross, after doing this, we got that this value, and this is e to the minus e to the power t cos t I cap minus e to the power t sin t j cap plus k cap. So therefore rho e to the 0 to 2 pi, this is the value I have put after doing the cross product. And then after that you have to do e to the power t cos t formula, e to the power t by 2 sin t plus cos t, e to the power t sin t formula, e to the power t by 2 sin t minus cos t, and k vector, k cap is there, and k cap 2 pi. So here the range will be 0 to 2 pi. So after doing the calculation, we got this result. So in this way you can find out the vector line integral.